Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to Affairscloud, Learn to Lead. My name is Vikas Rana. So students, we have an app by the name Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. This application is a one-stop solution for all the students who are preparing for government exams. This application is valid just for the Android users. Once you have downloaded the application, you can go and log in through your Gmail ID, and once you have logged in, you will be moved on to this page where you can see the various courses that are offered by us. To avail this course, you can use a code that is CRACK10 to get an additional 10% discount on the purchase you make. If we talk about the course, why this course is so important, how you will be benefiting through this course. If you see, we provide current affairs on the daily basis, on weekly basis, as well as monthly basis. On daily basis, we will be providing you with PDFs of the content of that particular day. Apart from this, you will be getting a quiz on your application that will be of 20 questions quiz on daily basis that will help you in boosting your preparation. Apart from that, on weekly, you will be getting a 50 questions quiz for your preparation, as well as if you see, you will also get a PDF that will contain all the important compiled news, current affairs of that particular week. And similarly, for monthly, you will be getting a top 100 questions PDF of that whole month. That is very important PDF and will be covering the most important news of that particular month. Alright, apart from this, we also cover banking awareness. All the banking aspirants, those who are preparing for bank exams, will absolutely love our course because we cover almost 99.99% of the syllabus of your bank exams. Here you will see we will also provide with quizzes as well as the PDFs. Apart from this, if you see the topic wise, for example, there are multiple questions that are related to obituary, important days, who won which event, who was awarded with which award. So all these topics that are related to your GS also or GK, such as apps and web portals, these are the current affairs that are important days, your books and authors, the new applications that were launched, new government schemes that were launched by the government, or your international affairs or your national affairs. All these topics, there are 20 such topics of which we are providing the PDF, as well as we teach on YouTube, where you can go and check our channel and you will be surprised that the content that we are providing is absolutely amazing. Alright, so this will be helping you to boost your preparation in the long term. This YouTube channel, you can go and subscribe to our channel, that is your Affairscloud, that will help you for your revision purpose also. Apart from this, we cover the state current affairs also. Here you can see the current affairs and all these content that we provide you that are bilingual. That means we provide you in English as well as both in Hindi also. Alright, so all the students who are from the Hindi language will also be benefited through our course. Also friends, you can purchase our course for 2 years. Alright, also for 1 year. If the students have exam or they are planning for the long term and they want to study for 2 years and they are expecting to give exam after 1 year, then they can opt for 2 years. As well as if the student is planning to give exam next year, then they can go for the 1 year course also. So these are the two types of courses that are available by us. In the end friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue. Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So friends, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 12th of July. The session will be very helpful and important to all of you, so do pay attention till the end. Also friends, you can follow me on my Instagram handle that is provided here. Also friends, for the 10th and 11th of July's homework, this is the correct option. Hitesh Bhatt has given all the correct options here, so congrats Hitesh Bhatt, your all answers were right and you can match your answers from these options given below. Alright, so moving on to the news for 12th of July now. Ministry of Home Affairs, that is MOHA, has set up a three-member commission for delimitation of the municipal wards in Delhi. Which is the responsible ministry here? Ministry of Home Affairs. They have set up member commission of how many member? A three-member commission was set up for the delimitation of the municipal wards in Delhi. It was in accordance with power under section 3, 3A and 5 of the Delhi Municipal Corporation Act of 1957 to assist the central government in the delimitation of municipal wards in Delhi and carrying out other functions related to it. Also remember, this move will set the stage for the 2022 civic elections in Delhi, which would be the city's first civic election since the amalgamation of the three corporations in the May 2022. If we talk about MCD, the erstwhile Municipal Corporation of Delhi that was established in the year 1958 was trifluctuated in 2012 during the tenure of Sheila Dikshit as the Chief Minister of Delhi. The three existing civic bodies are East Delhi Municipal Corporation, North Delhi Municipal Corporation and South Delhi Municipal Corporation were reunified into a single entity that is now known as MCD. The special officer here of MCD is Ashwini Kumar, who is an IAS, and commissioner of MCD is Gyanesh Bharti, who is an IAS. Next we will be talking about GE. GE Healthcare has recently launched the first 5G innovation lab in India. I repeat, who launched the first 5G innovation lab in India? It was launched by GE Healthcare. Apart from, friends, remember that Adani Group is also planning to come into the 5G industry, and this will be a competition for the Jio, Airtel, Voda, India, Idea and etc. Alright, so US, that is your United States based GE Healthcare, has announced the launch of its 5G innovation lab in India that will be the first for the GE health sector across the globe. The lab is situated at the John F. Welch Technology Center that is in Bengaluru, and GE Healthcare's largest research and development center outside of the USA. It is also claimed as the world's first 5G innovation lab in India. So which is the organization that is bringing the first 5G innovation lab in India? It is your GE Healthcare. Next we will be talking about a report that was released by United Nations. This report was titled The State of Food Security and Nutrition in the World Report of 2022, that is SOFI. This is transforming food system for food security, improved nutrition and affordable healthy diets for all. Recently we saw, because of the COVID-19, first reason was COVID-19, the lockdown, the restrictions, the breakdown of supply chains, all brought up food insecurity all around the world, which shifted many people from below poverty, as well as they shifted many people to hunger. Many children, small children, were facing malnutrition also. Then second came your Ukraine war. Because of this Ukraine war, we are seeing a huge impact on the world and on food insecurity. Why? Because Ukraine as well as Russia, they are the one of the highest exporters of wheat all around the world, and once this export has stopped, many countries are facing food insecurities. Many countries even were asking India to export food into their countries, to export wheat into their countries. You can understand the significance of this report by saying that 1 in 3 people did not have the access to adequate food in the starting of 2020 because of COVID-19, that saw an increase of 320 million people from 2.05 million in 2019 to 2.37 billion in 2020. So this is a significant data that around 1 of 3 people globally did not have the right amount of food, or they did not get the right amount of nutrition from the food they consume. Alright, and this report was released by whom? This report, that is the State of Food Security and Nutrition in the World Report 2022, was released by United Nations. Alright, don't say United States, it is United Nations here. When was United Nations established? It was in 1945. Secretary General is Antonio Guterres. He is the 9th Secretary General. Where is the headquarters of United Nations? It is in New York, United States of America, and in New York only United Nations Development Program's headquarters is also there. Next, we will be talking about India. India's international economic resilience improves to second position in 2022 from the third position that was in 2021 as per the PhD chamber. Alright, I repeat, according to the data released by PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industry, that is your PhD CCI, India has consistently improved its position in the ranking of international economic resilience. International economic resilience for the year 2022. This report was released by whom? It was released by PhD CCI, that is your PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industry. All right. Among the top 10 leading economies, Indian economy has risen from the sixth place in 2019 to the fourth place in 2020 and third place in 2021, and now we are seeing India in the second position in the year 2022. All right, highly important. This IER rank, that is your International Economic Resilience rank analysis, is based on five major economic factors. All right, apart from this, you can remember if we talk about Germany, here you can see first, remember this IER, Indian International Economic Resilience Report, is of 10 countries over the last 4 years. This data was released by PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industry, that is your PhD CCI. Among these 10 economies, Indian economy has risen from 6th place in 2019, 4th in 2020, 3rd place in 2021, and now 2nd place in 2022. If we talk about significance of this, remember due to its effective and dynamic policy environment, India has managed to achieve this milestone despite significant disruptions in both demand and supply side factors brought by the COVID-19 pandemic and further geopolitical unrest. Apart from this, friends, remember if we talk about some of the key facts, remember Germany and Canada both ranked first in this IER report. What was the rank of India in 2022? India stood in second position, but first position was shared by two countries. They are Germany and Canada. Then Germany's IER rank has remained unchanged at first in both the pre-COVID year of 2019 and post-COVID year of 2022. Canada, that was ranked second in 2019 and first in 2020, and India ranked 6th, and you can see here rest. Important thing, what was the rank? First rank of which country? It was shared by two countries. They are Germany and Canada, and second rank was of our India in this particular International Economic Resilience rank that was released by PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industries. Moving on. Next, we are talking about PNB. PNB has recently signed an MOU with Indian Air Force for PNB Raksha Plus scheme. Yesterday, we discussed that Indian Air Force has recently signed with a deal with Axis Bank and this will allow the Axis Bank to handle the saving accounts of the Indian Air Force personals. Alright, and now there is another MOU of Indian Air Force with the Punjab National Bank for the Punjab National Bank Raksha Plus scheme. What is this Raksha Plus scheme? Remember, under this personal accident cover or up to 50 lakh rupees, air accidental cover of up to 100 lakh, that is 1 crore rupees, and personal accident that comes under the permanent total disability cover will be of 50 lakh rupees that will be provided to them. This scheme covers personal accident insurance and air accident insurance to serving, retired and trainees of the Defence Forces, Central Armed Forces, State Police Force, Metro Police and retired defence personals. Highly important. So if we discuss about it, Punjab National Bank has signed this MOU with Indian Air Force to provide specifically designed products to the defense personnel under the Punjab National Bank Rakshak Plus scheme. It is a zero balance salary pension account for serving and non-serving defense personnel, that is all the three wings of defense. This will cover personal accidents insurance as well as air accident insurance to serving, retired and trainees of the Defence Force, Central Armed Police Forces, State Police Force, Metro Police Forces and retired defense personals. Alright, and remember if we talk about this will include BSF, that is your Border Security Force, CRPF, CISF and your ITBP. What is ITBP? It is your Indo-Tibetan Border Police. Alright, so these will also be included in it. Alright, and we discussed that if we are talking about the personal accident in death, it will cover a 50 lakh cover. If we are talking about air accident, it covers 1 crore rupees. And if we are talking about permanent total disability, then this will cover up to 50 lakh rupees under this particular scheme that was specifically launched by Punjab National Bank, that is Rakshak Plus scheme for the Indian Air Force, and this All these, that is BSF, CRPF, ICSF, CISF and ITBP, they all will be covered under this scheme. Next is NPCI, that is your National Payment Corporation of India, has recently signed or recently collaborated with JBIMS. JBIMS is your Jamlal Bajaj Institute of Management Studies. So NPCI collaborated with JBIMS to offer master's degree program in digital payments. I repeat, in order to provide master's program in digital payments. Recently, NPCI has tied up with JBIMS. Important direct question will be asked that in order to provide a master's degree in the digital payment course, NPCI has tied up or collaborated with whom? They have collaborated with Mumbai-based Jamlal Bajaj Institute of Management Studies. Next, NASSCOM. NASSCOM has recently partnered with Australian government agency to attract investment for the Indian IT SMEs. I repeat, in order to attract investment for Indian IT SMEs, recently NASSCOM has partnered with Australian government. So you can say indirectly we are asking for foreign direct investment so that people or investors from different countries should invest into our own country. So if we study NASSCOM, that is National Association of Software and Service Companies, and Investment New South Wales of Australia, these are the government economic developments and investment agencies that has collaborated to develop a series of roadshows specifically designed for the Indian technology companies that highlights businesses and investment opportunities that exist in Australia. Also remember, these roadshows, which will begin in Delhi, will promote New South Wales as a hub for serving the larger Australian market and highlight some of the advantages. The roadshow in 6 locations will assist spread knowledge of how to effectively launch and build a business. It will primarily target an Indian in technology small and medium sized entrepreneurs. Alright, also if you remember friends, India and Australia recently signed an MOU in order to, or this MOU was signed for tourism. In order to attract tourism in these countries, in order to encourage tourists to travel in between these two countries, there was an MOU signed between India and Australia, and now NASSCOM has partnered with an Australian government agency, that is New South Wales Investment New South Wales Australian Agency. These will work together in order to attract investment for Indian IT SMEs. Next, we will be talking about some awards. Maharashtra Metro and NHAI. NHAI is your National Highway Authority of India. So Maharashtra Metro and NHAI has created world record for the largest multi-layer viaduct in Nagpur. I repeat, we are talking about Maharashtra government. They have, that is a joint entity of the state and union government, and NHAI, that is your National Highway Authority of India. They together have created a world record for the longest multi-layer viaduct. As you can see him here in the picture, there is a road, then there is an above elevated road, and above this elevated road there is a metro. So this is the world record for the longest multi-layer viaduct that is in, and the location where this located is in Nagpur. Alright, then remember, Maharashtra Metro was facilitated with the prestigious certification for constructing the longest multi-layer viaduct across Asia. This multi-layer viaduct over Wardha Road, that is in Nagpur, is of around 3.14 km, which is longest in Asia. It carries highway flyover at first level and metro rail at the second level, making it the tier 3 transportation system with the existing highway at ground level. See, I told you this is ground level, this is first floor, then on this first level you can see a highway, that is an elevated road, and then on the second you can see a metro. Alright, highly important, pay attention. And a point that you should note is that a viaduct is a specific type of bridge that consists of a series of arcs, piers or columns supporting a long elevated rail or road. So coming back, which two organizations created world record for multi-layer or longest multi-layer viaduct? That is Maharashtra Metro as well as National Highway Authority of India created this world record for the longest multi-layer viaduct, and this is located in Nagpur and it is of 3.14 km long. Next we will be talking about Order of the Rising Sun. we know Japan is known as the Order of the Rising Sun. So recently, the Order of the Rising Sun award was conferred on the Sanmar Group of vice chairmen. So indirectly, we can say this award is given by whom? This award is given by the government of Japan. So the government of Japan has conferred the Order of the Rising Sun Gold and Silver Star awards on the Narayan Kumar, who is the vice chairman of Sanmar Group, for his contribution to strengthening economies relationship between Japan and India. So I repeat, Narayan Kumar. Narayan Kumar, who is the vice chairman of Sanmar Group, has recently been awarded the by the government of Japan the Order of the Rising Sun Gold and Silver Star Award. Alright, Narayan Kumar, remember he is the vice chairman of Sanmar Group, and he was awarded this award for his contribution to strengthening the economic relationships between India and Japan. The award was honored to Narayan Kumar by the Consul General of Japan in Chennai. Alright, remember, in order to strengthen the economic relationship between India and Japan, Narayan Kumar, Vice Chairman of Sanmar Group, was presented with the Order of the Rising Sun Award by the government of Japan. Moving on. Next, HAL is your Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and Safran Sign. Safran is a helicopter engines designed company. Next, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and Safran. Hall and Safran Helicopters Engines, that is based, this is a France based company. They have recently signed an agreement to create a JV to build helicopter engines. What is JV? JV is your joint venture. Alright. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and a company of France, that is Safran, that develops helicopter engines, have signed a memorandum of understanding to create a joint venture to build helicopter engines. Highly important. This joint venture will be a 50-50 joint venture to develop helicopter engines. So question will be direct and simple, that in order to develop helicopter engines, there was a MOU signed between two organizations. They are Hall, that is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, and your Safran, that is a helicopter engines company based in France. Alright, if we talk about Hall, it was established in 1964. It is an Indian state-owned aerospace and defense company whose headquarters is in Bangalore, Karnataka. A new aero engine company dedicated to the development, production, sales, and support of helicopter engines will be established in India by both Hall as well as Safran Helicopters Engines. So this new aero engine company will be set up with the joint venture of this Hall and Safran. One of the primary goals would be to meet the needs of the future helicopters from Hall and the Ministry of Defense, such as 13-ton Indian military role helicopter, that is also a MIRH. This is Indian multi-role helicopter. Then MOU will engage and leverage the Indian defense manufacturing ecosystem within India. And we know we are focusing on Make in India, and this will be another good project that established this particular or this initiative, that is Make in India initiative. So the two companies that will be working together and building up a new aero engine company for the production of upcoming or modern helicopters engines is your Hall, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, and a France-based helicopter engine company by the name Safran. They will be into a 50-50 joint venture. Next we will be talking about NASA. NASA has recently released 78 kilograms of garbage bag from the International Space Station for the first time. NASA has, I repeat, how much amount of the weight you have to remember here, that 78 kg of garbage bag was released from the International Space Station for the first time. It is NASA. The waste disposable technology has jointly been developed by NASA's John's Space Center and Nanoracks. The garbage bag was removed from the Nanoracks commercial Bishop airlock in International Space Station. Alright, also remember the new technology that uses a specifically designed waste container which is mounted in the Bishop airlock. This bag was then released and airlock is remounted empty. What they are saying, NASA is saying, is that this garbage bag, when it will enter the atmosphere, it will burn. That means the garbage bag that is released from the International Space Station will be burned up into the atmosphere during re-entry and thus eliminates the trash falling on Earth or removing or moving as space debris in low Earth orbit. That means there will be no chance that this will be moving in the low Earth orbit, revolving around the Earth, or there will be no chance of any debris that may fall on the Earth. That means this whole bag, garbage bag of 78 kilogram, will be burned up on the re-entry into the atmosphere. Alright, important. Earlier, the waste was cleared by the Cygnus cargo spacecraft, where the entire spacecraft will be burnt up as a part of the waste disposal. Remember this also. Moving on to some sports now. Ferrari's Charles Leclerc has won the Australian Grand Prix. If we are talking about Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, it was won by Max Verstappen, who drives for Red Bull. And if we are talking about Australian Grand Prix, it was won by Charles Leclerc, who is a driver for Ferrari. Alright, highly important. Next, Vitaly Sivuk has won the second edition of La Plague Chess Festival 2022 Masters. I repeat, Ukraine's Grandmaster Vitaly Sivuk. He is a Ukraine Grandmaster. Alright, Ukraine's Grandmaster. This has won the second edition of La Plagna Chess Festival 2022 Masters. Alright, this was held from 2nd of July to 9th of July. Also remember why we are talking about this is because in this particular second edition of La Plagne Chess Festival, the second position was secured by Indian Grandmaster P. Inian, who is a Grandmaster from India, secured the second position in this, and Satyan Das finished the third position. Alright, so remember Vitaly Sivuk. He is a Ukraine's Grandmaster. Vitaly Sivuk is 19 years old age and he has won the first prize in the second edition of La Plagne International Chess Festival. And in this particular, Indian Grandmaster P. Inian has secured the second position in the tournament, while International Masters Syatan Das has secured the third position in this particular event. Moving on next to obituary, the Godfather movie actor James Caan, who portrayed Sonny Corleone, has died at the age of 82. Remember, James Caan, who was an actor, has passed away recently. He was born in the year 1940 in New York, USA. He was an American actor known for his film and television performance. Alright, and he has recently passed away. Next, father of Indian Internet, B.K. Syangal, has recently passed away. This is an important that you have to remember. Similarly, tell me, father of Indian Internet who recently passed away is B.K. Syangal ji. Highly important. Alright. He was the former chairperson of Videsh Sanchar Nigam Limited and was a pioneer in the Indian telecommunication sector and was referred to as the father of Indian Internet. He passed away at the age of 82 as the chairman of VSNL, that is your VSNL is your Videsh Sanchar Nigam Limited. He was unofficially known as the bulldozer for his ability to push through the bureaucratic hurdles. Alright, highly important. Remember, he was from which state? He was born in Haryana and he moved to India in 1947. Alright, B.K. Syangalji. He passed away recently. He was known as the father of Indian Internet. Okay, tell me who is known as the father of Indian statistics. He is P.C. Mahalabonis, known as the father of Indian statistics. Next is ex-president of Mexico, Luis Echeverria, has recently passed away at the age of 100. I repeat, ex-president of Mexico, Luis Echeverria, has recently passed away at the age of 100. Alright, highly important. He was suffering from a pulmonary problem and neurological difficulties. He was born in 1922 in the city of Mexico, and remember, he has served as the 57th president of Mexico. He was the 57th president of Mexico. That was from 1970 to 1976. He passed away recently. Next, we will be talking about a book that is our Union Minister Meenakshi Lekhi has launched on sacrifice of freedom fighters. Alright, I repeat, recently a book was launched by our Union Minister Meenakshi Lekhi on the sacrifice of freedom fighters. And we know Meenakshi Lekhi is the Union Minister of States for External Affairs and Culture. Meenakshi Lekhi launched this book that was titled Swadhinta Sangram Na Surviro. So what is the name of the book? It is Swadhinta Sangram Na Surviro. This was in Gujarati, commemorating the contributions of freedom fighters. This book has been prepared by Hindu Spiritual and Service Foundations in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. So coming back, who authored this book? Who launched this book? This book was launched by Meenakshi Dekhi. Name of the book is Swadhinta Sangram Na Surviro. This was in Gujarati. Alright, and this book is a part of Swadhinta Ka Amrit Mahotsav to mark the 75th year of the country's independence. This book commemorates the contribution of our freedom fighters who battled and dedicated their lives for India. Next is National Fish Farmers Day. We observe National Fish Farmers Day on 10th of July. Important. It is to commemorate the demonstration of Dr. K. H. Ali Kuni and Dr. H.L. Chaudhary for the successful contribution of demonstrating hypophysis. Hypophysis is a technology of induced breeding in Indian major carps, that is common name for several species of fishes. Alright, remember the 22nd National Fish Farmers Day was celebrated in India on 10th of July 2022. So indirectly question can be asked that National Fish Farmers Day was, which edition of National Fish Farmers Day was observed? It was the 22nd National Fish Farmers Day observed on 10th of July across India. Then World Population Day. On 11th of July we observed World Population Day. Also there is a report coming out recently that suggests that India may surpass China to become the world's most populated country by the year 2023. Alright, this data came just recently only that India may become the world's most populated country in the year 2023, that will surpass China now. Next, National Students Day. On 9th of July, we observe National Students Day. Alright, highly important. National Students Day. India celebrated this National Students Day annually on 9th of July to commemorate the foundation of Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad, that is your ABVP, a student organization. Also remember, it was the 74th foundation day of ABVP on 9th of July 2022. The main objective here is to bring positive change in the Indian education system. This ABVP, that is student organization, was established on 9th of July on 1949 on the ideals of Swami Vivekanand in the form of student organization. Alright, next, Tripura government has launched a new scheme, that is Earn with Learn. This scheme Earn with Learn was launched by whom? It was launched by the government of Tripura. It is dedicated to revive the Vidyalaya Chalo Abhiyan, that is let's go to school. That, as the name suggests, Earn with Learn. It is to enroll students who have dropped out of school during the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic. Under this initiative, Tripura Education Department would involve third year students from all colleges in conducting surveys to detect the dropouts across classes. This will ensure success of the initiative. The new education policy has specified guidelines for conducting a comprehensive door-to-door survey in Tripura to identify the dropouts and migrant students. Also remember, college students who are willing to volunteer for the survey as a part of Earn with Learn initiative have to register their names with the individual institutions. Alright, so friends, these were all your news. Now let's shift to the one-liner format. Ministry of Home Affairs has recently set up a 3-member commission for the delimitation of municipal wards in Delhi. GE Healthcare has launched its first 5G innovation lab in India. Important. Who launched? GE Healthcare and launched the first innovation lab. Then 2.37 billion people severely or moderately hungry in 2020 as per the report by 5 UN agencies. India's international economic resilience improved to second position in 2022 from third in 2021 as per the PhD Chamber report. RBI's 22nd systematic risk survey states credit demand to improve in next 3 months. Next, PNB has signed an MOU with Indian Air Force on PNB Raksha Plus scheme. This PNB Raksha Plus scheme was launched for defense personnel. It was launched by PNB in MOU with Indian Air Force. Next, Npci has collaborated with JBIMS to offer master's degree program in digital payments. Important. NASSCOM has partnered with Australian government agency to attract investment for Indian IT SMEs. Also, they signed an MOU earlier in order to promote tourism between these two countries. Then next, ninth is also very important. Maharashtra Metro and Npci has created a world record for building Asia's longest multi-layer viaduct in Nagpur. Order of the Rising Sun Award was given by the government of Japan on Sanmar Group Vice Chairperson. Important. Hall and Safran has signed an MOU to form a joint venture to build the helicopter engines. They will be setting up a different company that will be a joint venture, a 50-50 joint venture to build helicopter engines. NASA has released 78 kg of garbage bag from International Space Station for the first time, and on re-entry into the atmosphere, this will burn on the atmosphere only because of the heat. Then Ferrari's driver Charles Leclerc has won the 2022 Australian Grand Prix. Vitaly Sivuk has won the second edition of La Plague Chess Festival Masters, and Indian Grandmaster Inyan has secured the second position. Next, the Godfather movie actor James Caan has recently passed away. Father of Indian internet BK Singhal has also passed away. Ex-president of Mexico Luis has also passed away. Union Minister Meenakshi Lekhi has launched a book on the sacrifice of freedom fighters. Remember, this is important book. Then National Fish Farmers Day on 10th of July, World Population Day on 11th of July, National Students Day on 9th of July. Next is Tripura government has launched a new scheme, that is Earn with Learn. This Earn with Learn as a part of Vidya Chalo Abhiyan. This Vidyalaya Chalo Abhiyan, question can be asked that Earn with Learn scheme was launched as a part of which scheme? It was launched as a part of Vidyalaya Chalo Abhiyan. And this Earn with Learn scheme was launched by which state government? It was launched by Tripura government. Alright. So friends, these were all your news one-liners for today. I hope you have gained multiple information and you have taken notes also. Now let's shift to the homework part. First question is, who was recently appointed as the Director General of the National Investigation Agency? Next, second question, pink bollworm which made news recently infects which of the following crops? Third question, the high resolution camera Draco is a part of which NASA mission? Fourth question, meningococcal disease which is recently spreading among gay and bisexuals in Florida is caused by dash bacteria. Also, this is known by the name monkey pox. So remember, this meningococcal disease, this is spreading among gay and bisexuals in Florida, is caused by what? Is it by virus, bacteria, fungi, or parasite? Next question, Ambubachi Mela which kicked off recently is organized in which state? This is your fifth question. One more thing friends, I saw many comments in the comment section stating that the questions that we are providing are not from the PDF given. Friends, these are also current affairs. Alright, these are some of the current affairs that might have left in the options, but these are also in news. So these are additional current affairs that are also of important value to all of you. Alright, so I'll suggest you all to do these current affairs also as a additional and take a note of them. Alright, so that's all for the day friends. Thank you and have a nice day. That's all for the day friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.